Hey guys, I was just finishing doing a personal reading and I was doing or picking a card based on the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor, and I thought it would be interesting, since tomorrow is a lunar eclipse in Pisces, for me to just pick a few cards. Maybe I'll pick one of these cards, one of the Ascended Masters cards, and a tarot card, and see what I come up with for a full moon message. Just a little experiment. Oh, it's funny. A man holding a coin. Okay. So that's that card. And now, let me pick an Ascended Masters card. Oh, I got Krishna. That's cool. I have a statue of Krishna, but it's not on my table here. Okay, and I will pick, I'm just going to cut the deck here. I'm going to pick a tarot card. Oh gosh, death. Perfect. Well, let me start with death, because death is like really all about, you know, full moons, right? Full moons can be endings. And when you have a lunar eclipse and you have it in the last sign of the zodiac, in the, you know, the Pisces is connected to the 12th house, the last sign, the last house of the zodiac. You know, you're looking at endings, and significant endings, because of the connection to the lunar eclipse versus just any old full moon. So what in your life is coming to an end? And it doesn't have to be a job or something tangible. It could be a belief system. Maybe it's something that has plagued you for a long time. Maybe it's an addiction. You know, when we're talking about Pisces, we're talking about escapism sometimes. Maybe it's an end to victimhood, to martyrdom. Maybe you have decided that being a victim isn't that much fun, and that you would rather be respected than pitied. Believe it or not, some people are motivated by things that they do not understand. So whatever it is, the eclipse, the lunar eclipse, is something, it's almost like this force that cannot be controlled by any single person, but it must be just allowed to leave. And I have found in my life that when there are certain situations that end that I know I can't change, and death is the ultimate example of that, that it's really important to like step out of the way. The people that tend to suffer are the people that cannot change. There's a saying in the Tao, something to the effect of, you know, the flexible branch doesn't break. The branch that is very rigid has no give, you know. And so if there's a strong breeze, that branch is going to probably snap in two. But if you can kind of flow with whatever happens, you're going to have a much easier time dealing with change. Now let me also bring in this card, which is number 43, a man holding a coin. And I know I don't use these cards very much, but I have a feeling that they're connected to the tarot. I don't think that there's actually as many cards, but I'm sure there's some connection. It's probably like the King of Pentacles, actually. So male connection in money, health, or value. This card shows a man sitting in a lushly flowering field holding a large bright coin. For men, this could indicate an aspect of yourself and a readiness to further your goals and receive increased health, money, or value in your life. Greater success is on its way when you take control of your own finances and act. This card upright could also reveal the assistance of a financial advisor or healer whom you already know or are soon to meet. This man is helpful and may bring sage advice concerning the action you need to take next. Be open to this person showing up with support, but always turn to your own intuitive guidance to weigh the information you receive. This could also signify a new love interest with a wealthy man or a man from work. Okay. So for some of you, if you're ending a relationship and this is representing that, maybe there's somebody else just waiting in the wings. Okay, now let's look at Krishna. And Krishna is a Hindu god, and it says, find a blessing in your current situation. This is, did I show you the Ascended Masters deck? I believe is that Saint Germain? I'm not sure. Nah, that might be Ishtar or something. Let me find the message for this one. Every situation offers opportunities to grow and learn. When we curse a situation, we block its energy flow, and things fester and grow worse. In contrast, when you recognize the blessings within your current situation, supportive and healing energy flows towards you. This card comes to you because there's an unrecognized blessing within your current situation. It could be something that you've learned or gained, for example. Recognize the blessing to accelerate the healing and manifestation that's trying to come to you. Additional meanings for this card. Instead of worrying, pray and use positive affirmations. Know that everything's in divine and perfect order. This situation is resolving itself perfectly. You heal through the power of gratitude. So with the Death card, there could be a situation, and you may have experienced it before the actual eclipse, where something is leaving your life. And the eclipse actually has a long-lasting effect past the actual date of the eclipse tomorrow. So it could be, within the next 3 to 6 months that you see this happening. And just by a lot of the cards I've been picking in the general readings, and in terms of maybe even astrological influences and world events, all these things conspiring, I feel like there's a lot of flux right now. We're currently in a Mercury retrograde, so people are having to reflect upon a certain area of their life anyway. They may have seen things kind of slow down somewhat. In October, we're going to have a lot more flow starting in the second week of October. But in the meantime, it's really good to allow things to come and go as they will, that you really cannot alter the course of events. And when it's something that seems negative that's leaving, something that's seen as a loss, and you feel like it's a negative situation, this card is talking about looking at it from the perspective of what you have learned or gained. And I definitely do this or recommend this, because a lot of times it might be, a year from now, you look back and you say, boy, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I never really quite believed that people actually do that, but for me, something happened and it was years before I could see the blessing in it. And, actually, several years after it happened, I was, convinced that it was the worst thing ever. You just have to hang in there sometimes and know that life will get better. Even in this moment, it feels like an utter, craptastic situation. Additional meanings for this card. Instead of worrying, pray and use positive affirmations. Know that everything... Oh, I'm sorry, I read that already. Krishna is the 8th incarnation of Vishnu, who is one of the 3 Hindu gods who oversees and protects Earth and her inhabitants. He is a messenger of joy, happiness, romantic love, and this said that could be romantic love, and spiritual teachings, such as the Bhagavad Gita, which is the text of Krishna's dialogues. Krishna brings blessings to whoever calls upon him. So that sounds pretty good as well. And sometimes you have to kind of let go and let God, don't you? So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Oh, I was tempted to just stop the video at 11:11. But yeah, I wish you well for this Pisces lunar eclipse, and take care of yourselves. Bye.